Ravens. Mason Crosby of the Packers has it teed up, and off we go from Lambeau. From just inside the 20, a short kick. And a nice return sets him up pretty. Good here right at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Jackson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. And this is caught. That's Watkins. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on fourth down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Next, the receivers helped spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. A handoff running left is Dobbins. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2. Jackson's going to try the sneak. And he will have a Ravens first down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the first down.
And as we say often, shows confidence in your offensive line. This time, Jackson will throw it towards the end zone for Brown. And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Ravens. It's Hollywood Brown. Well, for all the deserved accolades Lamar Jackson gets for his running prowess, his deep ball, it's really a thing to behold as well.
And we knew that this offense was going to try and put pressure on the secondary. That was something they talked about with us. They knew that they had an advantage, pressed it, and there you go. Big play for a touchdown on their very first possession.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now the Ravens are going to take another timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones, and he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a play fake. Rodgers. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 31-yard line.
On play action, Rodgers. Out of the backfield, this is Aaron Jones. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 19. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. Flushed out right. He'll find Jones again, complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
That's a big league job there, getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
Now Rodgers. Toward the pylon, caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
2nd and goal at the 1-yard line.
A carry here for the big tight end. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Three tight ends up front here. 3rd and goal. Jones. And Jones is not going to have the first down as they stop him short. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
And Crosby puts it through. So long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
After the made field goal, now Crosby will do the kickoff duties. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complementary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down. Throwing is Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Sammy Watkins, the intended receiver. And that'll make it third down. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. On third down, here's Dobbins. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They snap it at 1. Now it's Jackson. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
At the 43-yard line.
Now a handoff for Dobbins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Now a carry for Dobbins. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 43 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Well, I can certainly tell my age, partner, because when I was a kid, running backs like J.K. Dobbins with over 2,000 yards in their final season in college, they went early in the draft. Instead, he somehow lasted until the 2nd round. But how great is it to get a guy with that ability who can run it inside, run to the perimeter, and catch the football in the backfield? Be able to get him in the 2nd round? That's what I call a steal.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. A give, Dobbins trying the right side. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw, eluding the pressure right. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
He was able to get away earlier in the drive, but apparently all the time they put in practice finally came to the front, didn't it? They remembered their lessons and found a way to contain him when he took off on that one.
Dobbins trying the left side. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. wore down defenses, and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. Now it's Jackson rolling to his left. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson in the final seconds of the first half. And the Ravens will extend their lead here just before halftime. Tucker with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11.
Justin Tucker, the kickoff for Baltimore.
4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. From the 10. And able to get this out to the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with Rodgers behind center, you wonder if they'll take one shot at this. Flush to his right. He's going to let this go deep, back over the middle. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
I see you over there. You scared?
And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
These two teams going through their final adjustments. It's about time for the second half in Green Bay. So for the call, we go back up to Lambeau and Brandon Gott.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gott. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the third quarter. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing, they're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
They'll run on first down. Dobbins, nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
A gain of a yard brings him second and 9 at the 35-yard line.
Another run here with Dobbins. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Jackson now. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. Dobbins. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. J.K. Dobbins taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Ravens will extend their lead. Now Tucker to add the PAT. And it's 21-3.
Makes the score Ravens 21, Packers 3. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
You know they wanted, you know they expected. They needed him to be sharp coming out after the half. Unfortunately, he's missed his first 3 throws. I wonder if he got out late and missed his warm-up time.
The whole team did come out a little bit later than usual. I don't know, maybe there's something to that.
Must have been a heck of a halftime speech.
Yeah, maybe just trying to rally the troops back from this deficit. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 45. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. This defense, Charles, coming up with another interception. They have really done an excellent job of locking up these receivers.
Yeah, they're really on fire. They are actually doing what they talk about all the time, which is plastering to receivers when they're in their zones. They didn't give up a touchdown in the first half. Haven't done so here in this half either. Blanketed the field going all the way back to the opening drive, and they come up with a pick right there.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10.
At the 45-yard line.
Here's Jackson. He'll buy some time right. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
I'll bet they thought they had picked that one up because it was a 3rd and 2 call, and they got awfully close. Now we're at 4th and inches. I wonder if they think they're feeling lucky here and maybe want to go pick it up.
They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. He's going to look deep for Watkins. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Green Bay, Wisconsin is the spot. 3rd quarter inside Lambeau. Glad you're with us. 2nd and 10. Now Rodgers. And, it's incomplete. Oh, that would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Got a man. It's Tunyon. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6.
With the score where it is, this was probably going to be 4-down territory if they didn't convert there. But what a nice job of working his way open, making sure he secured the catch, and setting up 1st and goal.
Now Jones. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after them now.
And now the Ravens are going to take another timeout. And that's going to leave them with just 1 timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. 1 back in the game. That's Jones. 2nd and goal. Rodgers going to throw. And he's got his big tight end here. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. To throw is Rodgers. Touchdown, Packers! Robert Tunyon there to make the grab. And the Packers are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. So now Rodgers will lead the Packers up to go for 2. Rodgers will throw for it. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Packers are right back in this football game. Now with that interception, you feel like we got a ball game again. Remember, 2-score contest and still time left here in the fourth.
And in the old days, not too long gone either, throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no, but the way the game's played now.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. It's a big play there for Green Bay.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first-and-goal situation. They'll try and run it in with Jones. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Jones again. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Aaron Jones. Excellent work there to get in on the touchdown run. And the Packers have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. They're going to run for it with Jones. And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for 2. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, it's very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Jackson will keep it.
Were we surprised a little bit? 2nd and 1, they went quarterback sneak. I know it works, so it's not like I'm second-guessing at all, but I thought they might go with something else there.
No, I'm sitting here trying to think the last time I saw a 2nd-1 sneak. I can't remember any.
Yeah, it's a rare call because normally you're going to go ahead and use your back if you're going to run it or if you want.
And the defense loses him. It's complete. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Ravens use the big play to extend their fourth-quarter lead. Jackson here, he's going to look to throw. Flushed out right. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. So the signal caller doing it himself there on the 2-point try.
You got to like that. We always talk about the ball staying in the hands of the best players, but most of the time you want to get it to a back, pitch it to a wide receiver. In this case, the quarterback did it himself.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Rodgers looking downfield for Jones. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. From the gun on third down, Rodgers looking deep for Adams. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Now Rodgers got to have this one. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 45. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. Well, I guess an interception at this point on fourth down is just as bad as an incomplete pass. Either way, the ball goes over to the other side.
Yeah, it's a tough spot to be in this late in the game, and there's not a whole lot he could do there, and he winds up giving the ball away.
After the interception, here's Jackson, forced out to his left. And he's brought down.
And, Brandon, this is the time of the game when Jackson could really take over. He's got the defense's legs a little bit tired. He's got them on the run.
Yeah, this defense looks gassed, and you're exactly right. Second half with the lead, this is when Lamar Jackson seems to thrive. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal. To throw is Jackson. Being chased out left. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Ravens have used the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Tucker now for the extra point. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And he gets in. And no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And now here's another interception. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all of these picks have been his fault. You know, some of the throws, yes, but there have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by his own receivers, and they've turned into interceptions. So he knows if he keeps firing, perhaps good things can happen, not just in this game, but especially in later ones.
On first down, Dobbins. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. 2nd and goal from the 1.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson taking it in from a yard out. And the Ravens have used the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Tucker now to add the point after. Oh, and now they're going to fake it.
That's right,
And
baby.
he
It's
gets
all
in.
me.
Well, no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. And they take a knee. And they'll take a knee as the clock ticks down toward 50 seconds to go. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Hey. We got 3. We got 3. 3 down.
And they'll indeed take a knee. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
Sports coverage of the NFL has us at newly named State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Buffalo Bills and the Baltimore Ravens. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go on EA Sports. And this will go as a touch. Back, and they will begin things at the 25. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They run with Breida. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, where that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. On 2nd down, a run with Breida. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Steps away. And he rifles one incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. On the handoff, this is Breida. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Allen off the play fake. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And the Ravens are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. No doubt a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 13. First carry for the former Buckeye, J.K. Dobbins. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
From the 16, Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
No daylight for him to run through there, and he ran into the defensive tackle, and that guy blocks a whole lot of daylight as it is. He is truly a big man who just made a big play.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And my goodness, they're now out of timeouts here in this first quarter. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. They'll get 8, but they're going to have to punt here on the opening drive because that's not enough.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
So on 4th down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. Isaiah McKenzie is back deep for the Bills. And now a high kick here as they'll try to cover this one. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
On 1st down, here's Breida. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Allen. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing now is Allen. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. That's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the 1st quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. Well, let's see. Yeah, the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. So the shotgun snap to Allen. That's to his running back, complete. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a 1st. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Play action. It's Jackson. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. No score after 1 on EA Sports. An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. Jackson now. He's going deep for Brown.
Oh, you got to feel it, baby.
Wide open, complete. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, 53 yards. As his guys are on the board first here tonight. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Play action. Now it's Allen. And he fires one incomplete.
That was not a real confident throw right there. And he's just 2 of 7 to start the game. Now he's going to have to find a groove with a big third down coming up. Let's see if his confidence can increase.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. He's going to go deep for Beasley. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Allen will look to throw for it on 4th. Going deep for Diggs. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A big gain there for the Bills. Now Allen again. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Odafe Oweh. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raider touchdown. Now Tucker to add the PAT. And it's good to make it 14-0. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one, that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
The Bills on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 4. Now a give to Breida. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now it's Breida. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Breida. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Allen going to throw. Left side caught by Diggs. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. He's got the connection to Cole Beasley. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. We remind join you in just a couple of minutes. We'll get you to Orlando and our good friend Jonathan Coachman. Coach will run through some of the numbers and the next-gen stats. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. After the sack here, 2nd and 11. To the air, Allen. He's got his target. It's the tight end, Knox. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 15-yard line. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now Allen. They'll set up a screen for Breida. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And that'll force upon them a 3rd and 14. From the gun, it's Allen. And for the 3rd time here this half, it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
On that play, as you saw the route start to develop downfield, I got the sense that maybe the run would set up for him, and he took full advantage of it and got a big gain on a busted play.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson escaping the pressure right. And this is caught. It's Brown. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
That is definitely what we call our defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now Jackson. They'll roll him out right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
And they're out of timeouts, remember, so this is going to have to be a delay. And that'll set them back 5. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
And he takes it all the way across the 40 before going out of bounds. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. And I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
They'll go again with Dobbins. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be third and about the length of the football.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first.
There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 39-yard line.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no sign